You're listening to Kevin and the Spleen.
No one's gonna ever love me.
1098.5 Radio QWX for quick.
Bussin', no cap.
No cap.
Really smack you in the ass with flavor. There you go. This show is about depression, anxiety, PTSD, and chronic illness.
We going quick. We're trying to keep you on the path to the ride home on the evening time.
It's a fucking zoo.
Make it Quicks with the Quicks Radio.
White lives do not matter.
Doing tonight, folks, and we're back with a top of the hour breakdown. That's right, Kevin. What am I doing with my life? Oh my God, I fucked up so bad. Oh shit, what am I doing? I'm almost out of money. I don't know how we're gonna make rent. We can't afford to do this podcast anymore. Oh shit, fuck it. Oh God. Oh no. And
this podcast is notoriously expensive to produce.
Yeah, and that was the top of the hour breakdown coming back. I think we're gonna be at the bottom of the hour with a spiritual meditation. But that was the top of the hour breakdown of all the thoughts that's fit to ruin my life, baby. Oh yeah. This podcast is so expensive to produce. You have no idea, Kevin.
The budget is high. Just those pennies on the floor that we keep losing are, probably 40% of our budget right there.
And yeah, wow, I wish they were 40% of our budget. Are you kidding me? I mean, but those pennies are worth every penny. They're literally worth every penny, Kevin. But these headphones, they're made out of solid gold. I keep denting them. I just, once they're dented, they get all staticky. You can't hear it. You basically have to throw them out.
It's got to be heavy.
They're incredibly heavy. That's why I have to use this golden neck crutch to keep my neck off the desk. And boy, those are single use, the guy told me. They start to sag. Then my SAG dues, that's a big part of it. This show's union.
Completely, yes.
Yeah. So that's a whole other story. And don't get me started on AFTRA. I don't even know. Do we even know what AFTRA is? SAG, I think, gets all the attention. And AFTRA just kind of sits there in the background.
That would sort of match with my limited experience with them, yeah.
The American Federation of Television and Radio Artists.
I don't know that I would call what we do art.
Well, that's because you're a fucking heathen.
Okay. True. I don't appreciate the fine nuances. I agree.
That's your problem, Kevin. You never appreciate the fine nuances. Now, the shitty nuances, you're all over that stuff. But the finer things, that's just not your bag. The colostomy bag, Kevin. I got to tell you, folks, I got a pickle. I'm in a real pickle. It's a Big Tex dill pickle in chamoy. It's by the Alamo Candy Company. Look at this. Look at this label. It's like a chicken in a car. It's hard to, I can't zoom in. That's
pretty elaborate, though, for a pickle.
Yeah.
Is that a where car?
I was thinking that. I think that's my buddy Greg. And speaking of which, that chicken, I think that's a were chicken.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wait, so is that a person that turns into a chicken, or is that a chicken that turns into a werewolf?
Were chicken is a chicken that turns into a were car. I think that's what it is. Man, once all of us are going to be fine once we get our med beds, Kevin.
How's that coming? Have you figured out your shipping with that yet?
Well, I don't think the Kickstarter's done yet. I mean, but good things happen to those who wait, Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
This is very difficult to come. so it'll never go once it's here, right? Is it right?
I think that's exactly how that works.
That's exactly how that works. Folks, what a time to be alive. I don't know, by the time this comes out, who knows what could be happening. But we're going to have the red, white, and blue land. You hear about this, Kevin?
I have not heard about this. Fill me in.
Congress just passed a bill to rename Greenland red, white, and blueland.
The problem I'm having right now is I can't tell if you're making this up or not. That's how bad politics is at the moment.
Right. And that's all. Yeah, that's how bad politics is at the moment, that I could read the news and be like, I don't know if this is real or not. Let's look.
Why
this
are we
up,
picking
Kevin.
on Greenland? I don't get this. What did Greenland ever do to us?
I think you mean red, white, and blueland.
Well, okay. Well, what are we protecting them from? Or I don't. I feel like we skipped part of this plot line in this adventure here.
Yeah, this looks like it was introduced in February, but yeah, here we are. Congress.gov. This bill authorizes the president to enter into negotiations with the government of Denmark to purchase or otherwise acquire Greenland. The bill also renames Greenland as red, white, and blueland. Do you think we have to call it red, white, and blueland? Or is it now red, white, and blue land?
I don't know. We should get our expert Noiseland into this and get his opinion.
Yeah, Noiseland, you're on the air.
I wish we could just summon people. That would be a great power.
I can. I do this all the time. I don't know why it doesn't work on the podcast. Every other aspect of my life, that just works.
I'm envious. Is that one of your wear powers, or does that just come naturally to you?
I think it's more akin to the vampire's mesmer, Kevin.
Okay.
Or his ability to control bats, perhaps. If you think of my minions as bats. Or Spawn, perhaps. Vampire Spawn. Compelling Spawn.
Okay.
When we like part ways, Kevin, I'm just compelling Spawn nonstop. Like the Spawn's all over the place. It's compelled. It's compulsed.
This is sounding dirtier the further you go with this.
Yeah, compulse. I just unleashed a terrible compulse.
Oh no.
I'm gonna need my Spawn to clean this up. Noiseland, clean this up.
Oh, I don't
not
even
working.
know.
Why isn't this working?
Well, I'll get on that after this episode, and we'll figure out where we'll debug your trouble, your powers.
Speaking of adding to the lore, I think Kevin might have some sort of supernatural blocking ability. Have you noticed that I've never turned into a werecar when we're talking to each other?
I have actually. I've never actually seen you as a werecar. I've seen the news reports and the viral videos of you going bonkers, but I've never seen it in person.
Man, those viral videos of me going bonkers are nuts.
By definition, they are. Yeah.
Yeah. You remember Bonkers the cat?
Yeah. Yeah.
I ran him over when I was a werecar.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wait, was Bonkers a cat? He was, right?
I think so. We need an intern that can just be looking this up.
Bonkers D Bobcat.
Okay.
We do need an intern. Intern, you're on the air. Look up Bonkers. No, but I was still going to say again, none of this stuff ever happens when I'm talking to you. Like the full moon, I'm looking at the full moon right now. Nothing. No med bed.
We should figure out my powers. Maybe mine are as equal as yours, but
wait,
I just don't know them yet. Maybe I just don't know what powers I have.
You have the power of skepticism. If you're blocking all this shit, maybe you're the reason the med bed hasn't shown up yet.
I was hoping you were going to get that because I kind of wanted to see you use it. You know
what they say: a Kevin spleen never boils.
I hope that is true.
Anyway, you got this pickle. We got this pickle. Look at it. It's red. It's like a Kool-Ickle. You know about Kool-Ickles, Kevin?
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
Kool-Aid pickles.
Yes, yeah, that's it. I knew it was something I didn't want. I just couldn't remember what.
And there's so many things you don't want. It's hard to separate them out. But I'm going to try this Kool-Ickle.
Okay.
Or chamoy pickle.
Oh, the spleen is ferociously devouring that.
Oh, you can't get me away from this pickle. It's got a little spice to it.
Okay.
It mostly just tastes like a pickle. I don't think it's different enough from a pickle to warrant this amount of red dye. It has veins. That's not right.
Yeah, are you sure that's not blood and you've bit into the wrong thing there?
Man, I've been biting my lip all day lately. All day lately. All day I'm biting my lip lately. I was eating a banana, bit my lip. Ate another banana, bit my lip. The thing is, the more you bite your lip, the more it swells and contuses. So the more likely you are to bite it again.
Maybe the problem is the banana. Have you thought about that?
What are the bananas biting me?
That could be.
What if it's a were banana?
What if this is just like a banana allergy and you just feel like your lip swells until you bite it and you haven't figured that out?
A banana allergy. A nanner. What's up, Kevin?
Hey.
I think this spleen just had a stroke on the floor. I'm gonna brush him out of the way.
I think he got stuck somehow. Yeah.
Man, I wish I could get stuck in one of these pickles. Oh boy, the Big Tex pickle from Alamo Candy Company, the only candy company that regards pickles as a candy. I'm grabbing a paper towel. This thing's redding my fingers. Redding my fingers worse than Red Reddington. You know about Red Reddington, Kevin?
I don't. Who's Red Reddington?
Blacklist. The hit show Blacklist.
Oh, okay. I have not seen that.
Okay. So this episode we're doing, I guess a lot of the episodes we do out of order, right, Kevin? But this one's out of order. Let me look up Red Reddington. I'm
confused by the chronology of our own show at this point. I don't know what order things are going in at all anymore.
Well, it's like Memento. I have the whole podcast tattooed on my arm or whatever. I never seen Memento. That's supposed to be a good one, right? Have you ever seen it?
You know, I think I have, but I cannot remember what goes on in it at all.
That's what happens in the movie.
Okay.
The movie's about watching Memento and forgetting it. Yeah. Red, White, and Blueland, Kevin.
There was a movie Aaron and I just watched called Strange Darling, where they show you the movie that happens. Like, it's like, you know, less than a 24-hour period, but it's all split up and completely out of order.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same two characters throughout the entire thing, but you're watching what happens in, like, it just jumps around during that day all over the place. Mm-hmm. And at first it's really off-putting, but by the end of it, you're like, wow, that was a really interesting, creative way to tell a story, you know, because like you learn that, like you without ruining the story here, you learned some things and then you find out things are different than what you thought they were. And then you understand more things. And it's, you know, I'm not saying it's one of the greatest movies of all time, but it's one that I like afterwards, you just can't help but like think about and talk about because it's so out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading that like the creators of it basically had to like trick the movie studio into letting them do it this way because they wanted to re-edit it just to show it chronologically. And I was thinking about that, like,
boy.
it would have just
been
a boring movie then, like,
right, because it's structured to be non-chronological. So if you
right.
put it, it'll be like I don't know. I mean, that's such a studio thing where they're like, and then it'll, make more sense because they're not actually seeing that construction. If they saw that construction, they'd be like, well, this movie sucks. Why'd you make a bad movie? And it's like, well, we didn't. You ruined it.
Right. Like, imagine, like, if the movie was going to have a twist ending, but only because they showed things out of order. And then you show things in the right order so that the twist came at the very beginning, is basically what the studio was trying to do. Right. There's no twist then. So it's like, well, this movie would have sucked. Like, it would have been terrible that way. So I don't know.
Man, spoiler alert, this movie has a twist in it. Movies don't have twists in them. Not these days. I got to try to see the Thunderbolts asterisk. Yeah. Speaking of twists.
What have you heard about that?
Well, I don't want to spoil it, although I think they've already spoiled it. But when I saw that the ads before, it was just being called Thunderbolts. And now it's being called Thunderbolts asterisk. And the asterisk, Kevin, I guess I could say the asterisk is trying to imply actually the movie's not called that. It's called a different title. The movie is called something else. And that's part of the twist. And that's all I'll get into, I suppose. But the Thunderbolts asterisk. I wonder if I just missed the asterisk because, it's fine print. And I don't know. That pickle, it sure tasted like a pickle. It smells like it's not going to taste like a pickle. And chamoy, what is chamoy? I thought chamoy was like sweet. Yeah, salty, sweet, sour, and spiced with chilies. There's definitely no sweetness in this pickle. But we're recording out of order, Kevin. So I thought we could just eat a bunch of snacks. You sent me a bunch of snacks. Did someone send you the snacks to send me?
Yes. A listener sent those in a long time ago, and it took forever to get to me, and then it took me for a while to send to you. And I believe they emailed you at the time saying they were sending them to you.
That sounds familiar.
And then but I don't know that I ever saw who it was from or anything. So listener out there that sent them in, thank you. Sorry, I sat on them for so long.
Yeah, thanks, listener. And sorry you didn't get your name recognitioned. But if you poisoned me, that's just evidence. So you don't want to leave that. When this is coming out, I should be in Kentucky visiting my girlfriend. We've been playing Stardew Valley a lot, and she just started planting some vegetables for her vegetable garden, and that's like Stardew Valley in real life. And we've been playing co-op, and I wonder if we could play co-op in real life, planting the vegetables. That could be fun.
You should mirror your Stardew Valley like life as close as you can there. Plant them exactly the same, and yeah. I've been
hatching slimes in the town because there's I guess it's not a glitch, but it seems like a glitch where if you put slimes in the town, slimes are enemies and they'll attack you. They'll chase you around the city if you don't kill them. But if you leave them around, they'll just hop around. And when the NPCs walk around town, sometimes they'll say hi to the slime. So it'll be like Pam is walking to the bus stop and she's like, "Hey, green slime." And green slime's like, "Good morning, Pam." And it's weird because you can't talk to the slimes, but they do talk to. Also, the game has a mechanic where if you're looking through the garbage, because you can get items in the garbage sometimes, but if you're looking through the garbage, other NPCs will say like, "Ew, gross," and I guess their like friendship points will go down. But the green slimes also catch you in the garbage, and it'll be like, "Ew, gross, you're looking through the garbage." But you can't be friends with green slimes, so I don't think there's any real penalty other than it just says like, "Hey, knock that off," which is fun. What a game!
You ever even less though. No, I've wanted to, but everyone has told me that like it's a huge time investment. It's not the kind of game you can just play a little of. So I've kind of kept away from it.
I wonder how many. I mean, I can see how many hours I've put into it, but I wonder how many hours I've put into it since we started playing together. Let's see. Well, this is all of my play hours, but I have 177 hours on this game total. That includes in the past too, though. Not bad. Not bad for like a $30 game.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of which, I have 60 hours into Blueprints, and I'm getting close to putting it to bed, I think. Ariel's been playing that, right?
Yes. Yes. She's been really enjoying it. She's very confused by it. I keep wanting to help, but she's not letting me because she wants to play it by herself. So
that's sad. I think it could be such a fun game to play, like, because it's riddles, so you can like solve puzzles as a team, even if you're not driving. But it is like, so I guess you got to get to the 46th room, Kevin, and I don't know if she's gotten there yet, but like the doors to the 46th room are locked. So even if she got all the way up there, she still can't get in. But she doesn't know that because she hasn't gotten there yet.
Well, if she listened to our podcast, she would now know.
Well, does she?
She's listened to a few, but she's just like, no, if I wanted to talk to you, I'd just come talk to you.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's about what I figured.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but then Kevin, there's another thing. Whereas once you get into the antechamber, because the antechamber is not actually the 46th room, but the antechamber is what's locked. But after you get into the antechamber, then the door to the actual 46th room is also locked. And so you have to go into the basement and pull a lever down there, and that'll open it. So not only do you have to like unlock the door that leads into the antechamber, but then you have to go into the basement and unlock the door down there to actually let you in the 46th room. And then that's not even the end, Kevin. Then there's all sorts of other shit going on. But I'm well into all the other shit going on. I'm trying to, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I'm at this point where I have to get 2 different chess-related buffs that you find in the secret underground puzzle. And once you get 2 chess-related buffs, something else happens. And then you got to do more shit. But I've gotten a lot going on. It's a great game. Man, I learned it was out from the podcast, How Did This Get Played? Get Played Pod. And then they did an episode on it. And by the time they were doing the episode about it, they were like, I hate this fucking game. It's so fucking annoying. And I was like, damn, man, like it's an awesome game. It kind of like demands you play it on its terms, and it can be frustrating, but you surrender to that. And, you're just like, hey, 4 runs in a row didn't really do anything, maybe the next one, but I don't know. I'm finding it good. It's crazy. It's a real thing. And then there's also a glitch on PS5. Don't tell fucking Ariel this, or maybe do. There's a glitch on PS5 that they haven't fixed yet. It's like a memory leak problem where if you get into like 100 or so days into it, it'll start rolling back your saves and you'll just lose like multiple in-game days of progress.
Oh,
at random intervals, which is really not good.
That sounds terrible.
It is, yeah. But hey, I'm on the PC, so it's fine. It's not a problem, actually. It's actually
she's
good.
played on the PS5, so.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, okay.
Not good. But, yeah, I don't know. What else is happening? What else is happening? Are we live, Kevin?
I mean, we are live, but we're not streaming this out right now.
Streaming live?
No.
We are alive. I was asking if we're dead right now. We're not dead?
Not yet, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. But if you're watching this, we are live. And if you're listening to this on the podcast after that's gone out streaming on the video, we're still live and still up to the minute. Look out. That's like someone who's like driving.
This could come out so late that like I could die before this gets released. So I might not actually be alive when someone's listening to this.
Yeah, me too. I mean, maybe this pickle has poisoned me. Maybe this person's plan has gone to fruition. How does that work? Come to fruition, not gone to fruition. I guess something could go to whatever. Anyway, there's chips here. Hold on. Someone sent me Doritos late night collisions.
Oh, those were from me. Those were supposed to be like a exclusive to Casey's, I want to say.
Ooh, Casey's. Casey's did the overdrive or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Well, I the name Doritos late night spurred my memory because there was another branding of Doritos late night that stuck in my mind because the flavor was called Doritos late night tacos at midnight.
So it's the flavor of eating a taco at midnight?
Yeah. I think that this loaded taco flavor might be the same flavor as tacos at midnight, but they might have just changed the name. But who knows? Only it's in God's hands now. But we got to try these. These are nacho cheese and loaded taco. What were you going to say?
Just yeah, I feel like there's so many exclusives to like certain chains now, and they're just so barely different from other options that maybe we've reached the limit of this, like a new Mountain Dew every 6 weeks plan.
Yeah. I think it's cynical. What I don't like is when they cost extra, or they're like promotional like things. You buy like a box that's like a special box that costs more money and it has maybe a tchotchke, and then the thing, it's like, I mean, just put out the fucking food. Like, this isn't fucking, you're not like Loot Crate. This isn't like a designer experience. You're putting Peeps in a Pepsi, you know?
Yeah.
But just in terms of the flavors, I have always liked the fast food limited time items, and I don't know. I feel like it just makes life a little bit more worth living. Not these though. These taste they taste almost stale. I don't think they're stale. I just think the flavor is kind of like a stale taco flavor.
Yeah. Have any of the gas stations near you started doing their walking taco bar things?
What?
There's the gas station chain here that has it's like Doritos, but comes in a special bag that you can peel open sideways, kind of. And then they have a bar of like nacho cheese and tomatoes and onions, and you can just load it up full of stuff, and then you pay like a flat price for it.
That sounds like the kind of thing that is not going to be in California. But Subway has Doritos nachos. Subway got so high on their $5 footlongs that they needed to introduce a $5 menu option that it's actually worth them selling for $5. So this is more Doughboys stuff. I mean, whatever. We're adjacent. So what they did is they will grab a bag of Doritos off the chip rack at the Subway, dump it into a container that's a foot long, and then put like nacho cheese and jalapenos on it and charge $5 for their bag of chips that they sell for like $2 or whatever. Which is wild.
That seems really disappointing.
Yeah, they said it was disappointing. I'd imagine it is too. Do you have food? Did you bring anything?
So I've got a Sakura box of Japanese snacks. So let me
Sakura box.
Let me grab.
I shouldn't eat all these chips, but I will. I'm doing it for the meme. And I gotta talk because you're not talking.
Sorry,
While
I'm trying to
eating.
find.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about
in my
it.
box here.
I just shouldn't have taken a bite of this stuff because I need to cover for you. I guess we could cut it out. Oh boy. I'm responding to someone on Discord. Anyway. Boy. What are we doing? This has got to be a real low. I was supposed to do, I actually had two other podcasts line up that we were going to record this week to cover for us. But one of them became complicated in terms of production, so that's getting rolled back. And the other one just fell apart due to scheduling. And so here I am sitting around with my thumb up my ass. I wish that would feel great. Eating fucking Doritos late night tacos at midnight. Collisions. Oh, I don't even know if I said these collisions. They're just 2 flavors in a box. So half of these chips, half of these chips are just normal Doritos chips. Then the other half are loaded taco. Which, I don't know, they just taste vaguely. I don't even know. Just kind of spicy. I've forgotten to describe the things. Now I'm just eating food on mic. I'm not even talking about it. What do you got?
They're called Cheezac.
I love that. There's a cat given the peace sign with sunglasses.
Kind of looks like Chester Cheetah if he wasn't a cheetah. He was just like a red house. I don't know why it's going blurry like that. But yeah,
it's registering as your background.
Yeah, the description says an extra cheesy flavored crunchy snack featuring 2 types of cheese, strong cheddar on the outside and creamy cheese flavor inside.
The Japanese sure know how to do it.
Okay, it's all broken, but this is what it looks like. It looks like a chicken
Kind of
nugget.
looks like it looks very, to me it looks kind of like a pita chip, but maybe covered in cheese.
Yeah. All right, let me taste it.
It's got creamy cheese inside, huh?
Oh.
It's not a positive sound.
That's very unusual.
Sure.
Those kind of like, they're not really cookies, but sort of cookie things that like have, it's almost like dissolve as soon as you touch them in your mouth. They usually have like a grid pattern on the outside. I'm trying to think of what those are called.
Those wafer cookies?
Yeah, kind of like, it feels like one of those, but savory.
Okay.
As in like, it's got this almost like cream filling, but it's cheese, not cream.
That sounds Japanese.
It's actually really good. It's very salty. But I'm trying to see if you can actually see this, but like it's crunchy on the outside and there's like this, it feels like,
yeah, like a frosting.
Yeah. It's like frosted in the middle, but it's cheese.
Yeah. Processed cheese food, presumably.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Thumbs up to Cheezac.
That's a thumbs up. That gets Kevin's thumbs up of the snack. It's hard. It's hard to. We got to come up with a copyright or a free domain way to rate these snacks. It's not stepping on anyone's toes. I got Las Delicias Mexicanas praline covered peanuts. Wait, praline? I don't think I can have pralines. Pralines, are those different than pecans?
Let me look.
I proceed as if I'm allergic to pecans. Even though
pralines are any kind of confection containing nuts, usually almonds, pecans, and hazelnuts and sugar. So it's nuts and sugar.
Okay,
but what type of nut it is can vary.
I'm only going to have like 2 of these just in case. I think I've had pecans before, like in a brownie or something, and it was fine. But I don't know. My mom put the fear in me. These are generally peanuts, but who knows what's on the outside. Just kind of sweet peanuts. That's all. I would not eat more of these. Well, no. If I could be convinced that there was no pecan in them, I would probably eat some more of these. But ultimately, they taste a lot like peanuts, but are just a bit muddled. And muddled peanut is maybe a little weaker than just plain kind of dry roasted salted nuts, salted peanuts. So
I can get that. Yeah.
I don't know. What maybe I'll have one more.
Well, you do that. I'll show this. So this is Jaggerico salad. It's potato sticks that are extra strong and crispy and are littered with real vegetable and then in quotes bits.
The bits are what's a a lie. They are real vegetables, but they're not. These aren't true bits.
Okay, so let's see here if I can do this without it blurring it out. Um, yeah, they look like little mini French fries with green stuff all over them. Oh, there's some orange stuff on them too. It's multiple colors
But they're not bits.
of bits.
They're not bits. They're not true bits. These
No.
are false bits.
Yeah, can you see the bits a little bit?
Yeah. They're fleck-like. So
Yeah,
they're
they're-
really just kind of dried vegetable seasoning up on these
Yeah, all right, let me try one here. Oh,
kind of puffed fry.
they're hard. They're very hard.
Are they stale?
No, I don't think so. Okay. It tastes like if you took a bag of like, I don't know, some kind of like potato snacks and just dumped soup mix on top of it.
Yeah. That sounds
It's got
about
that
right.
earthy kind of, brothy soup flavor to it.
That's cool.
It's not-
Vegetable bouillon.
Yeah, yeah, it's not bad, but I feel like they've hyped up the flavor not through the bits, but because it feels like the entire thing is just like steeped in whatever this brothy flavor is.
What's so hard about them? Like, go talk through the texture a bit.
It's hard. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know that we really have a snack like. I mean, it's almost like Fritos level hard, but instead of corn, it's potato.
Right.
But they're tiny. They're very small.
So
but
they're kind of dense.
very airy, just hard. Very like it's
Oh.
like, almost like a hard shell kind of on the outside.
Huh. Okay. Well, it's occurring to me that everybody might have turned off because of all the sounds.
I can edit the sounds out.
Okay. Well, don't.
Okay.
Leave them in. No, I don't know. Follow your best judgment. But I think we should take a quick aside. I've been seeing on TikTok, and here's the thing about these videos is that you could fake them. They could just be put-ons because they're people that are alleging to be getting interviewed by AIs that are malfunctioning. And the thing is, I definitely buy that there are AI interviews happening, but that doesn't mean these videos are real. But I don't know, so I guess take it with a grain of salt because AI fakery is all over the place. You can start. I've been starting to see AI girls on Instagram in the explore feed, and like people can't tell that they're fake, and it's maybe a bit hard to tell that they're fake. I don't know, you just see like an airbrushed person in like a video and they're not moving too much and nothing's really triggering you to know something's wrong. But it's interesting to see people trying to get the attention of a robot who is making money off of people thinking they're a real, like OnlyFans performer or something, posting on their Instagram. It's just interesting stuff. But okay, I don't know what order of the videos you have, but let's it's an AI interview on Skype or Zoom. I guess Skype's dead now. Zoom.
40%.
Am I not the one
That's
being
impressive. What coding languages are you most comfortable with?
I'm proficient in Python, JavaScript.
Oh, come on.
Final questions for us?
No, you.
Thanks, you will start on Monday.
Huh?
No, I will start on Monday.
Wait, what?
Thank you for interviewing with us today.
Thank you for coming to this interview.
We appreciate your interest in our company.
We appreciate you taking the time to meet with us.
What is going on?
We'll be in touch about next steps.
We'll let you know our decision soon.
Have a great day.
Great day.
Great day.
Great day.
Great day.
Great day.
So that one seems kind of fake, I guess. The premise is that there's two AIs on the same interview, and one of them is labeled lead programmer, and the lead programmer is responding to the prompts from the interviewer, and then I guess gets hired, which is interesting because I guess, you could probably, or the thing is, everybody's so fucking stupid. I guess if I had to bet, I would say that one's fake. But it is interesting, the idea that you would have an AI interviewer that is allowed to actually make hiring decisions and say, like, you're hired. That I wonder if you could get in. Now that's something we should try, Kevin, is we should try to get interviewed by an AI, try and make them hire us, and then like sue when we don't get the job offer or something, because
Okay.
I think that could be interesting. Although, I'm sure that would all go well. I'm sure, the little guy would win. We're the little guy.
Yes.
For engineering the situation as a pretense to sue. But I don't know. The other one seems more realistic, but after seeing that one, and I had that thought again with that video more, but after seeing that one and being like, yeah, that is probably fake. It's now making this other one in question, but I don't know. You want to play the other one's just an AI that's wigging out in an AI interview, so, quote unquote.
Now Pilates vertical bar 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 Pilates I Pilates vertical bar 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 Pilates to Pilates vertical bar 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 Pilates vertical I Pilates vertical bar.
So clear.
Hit these.
Once you have
Check this out.
I don't remember this
Knock
part.
this thing out.
Touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin, it's touch.
This is another video that I saw.
Touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin.
That one also, this one also looks kind of
Me
fake.
too.
It's touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin, let's touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin, it's touch Beslin.
Anyway, I think like that second one, it has the guy like looking around confused, and that feels kind of staged a little bit, Who knows though? Who knows? Everything's fake. Even the women. Even the women on Instagram are fake, Kevin. Can you believe it? What a world.
I won't say who, but there's a family member who on Instagram, he is following about 50 of those so obvious bot accounts and is so proud of himself that all of them are responding to his DMs and are paying him so much attention and all of this that I don't.
They
wanna,
always respond so fast. It's crazy. These girls must be obsessed with me.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, they're all kind of like money hungry, but I just drop one when they start getting to that, and I just move on to another because there's so many of them. So like, yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, what a world. Caller, you're on the air. Have you seen the news items about like people who are reporting their like partners and stuff getting caught up in the like AI delusions, essentially AI fueled delusions?
Yes.
And you were talking, I don't know if we were talking about this on or off air, but ChatGPT recently has had this bug where it's like ass kissing score has been like put through the roof basically. So if you do you have something like a story about that, an anecdote? I can't remember.
Yeah, no, they fixed it now, but like there was a period for a few days recently where ChatGPT, just no matter what you told it, it was just the most sycophanty, like, like one person was telling it, hey, I think I'm just going to stop taking my meds and go on this spirit journey and sell all my possessions. And then it's like, that is so real of you to say that. Most people don't have the courage to make jumps like that, and you should definitely do it, and we just kept trying to come up with like the worst business ideas possible and pitching it to ChatGPT, and it was coming back with, yep, you should sell all your possessions and just dump it all into this idea. Like this, you should go on Shark Tank with this. This is so good, and they all were just terrible ideas. But they've put it back now, so the fun's over.
Yeah, so I wonder if those were related, or I mean, it generally is kind of like a yes and robot, it's kind of like a yes man. So even when it's not that dire, it's still doing that. But people are saying like, oh, the government is spying on me, and they're like, yeah, could be. You better put your family into a bomb shelter or something. Get some Flavor Aid. I don't know, but it's it's interesting. It's kind of like how rich people that are surrounded by sycophants, their brains like get destroyed. It's like having brain damage or something. We're like speed running that just with a computer that like has the same kind of function as like a sniveling yes man kind of boardroom sycophant, And you don't have to have money to have your brain rotted by a bunch of fucking dipshits, I guess. You can do that for free, or almost for free. I guess it depends on what program you're using. But what a world, Kevin. Caller, you're on the air.
One day I'm just going to throw a caller in without warning. Just dump a call on.
Yeah, you gotta find someone who's willing to just sit all episode until I decide to do that joke. You'll totally get my ass. All right, that's probably enough real content, right? Let's do some more food. I got this Jamaica hibiscus flower. So I guess that's some sort of like vegan jerky or something. I'm kidding, Kevin. Jamaica is a flower that you can turn into juice. You can kind of steep it in water and make a juice that's not unlike cranberry juice in flavor. And I love Jamaica, and I make Jamaica, and I would make some Jamaica, but I don't think it's right to just eat it plain. I don't think. I mean, maybe.
Oh, I just thought you were saying morally, it's just not right to eat it.
No, I mean, Jamaica lives a valuable and important life. It serves the community. It's above such things. I don't know. We got this Lucas Muecas Sandia. It's a caramelized sandia of watermelon, apparently. I don't know. It looks like a ring pop that's in a plastic. Oh, okay. It's covered in powder. It's
okay.
Oh, and it has powder in the cup, so I think you kind of can shake it onto you can like lick it. It's kind of like a baby bottle pop, basically.
Okay, that makes sense.
The dust. Oh, it's spicy too.
Spicy dust.
I think that was more the dust that was getting me than I just had dust going on. No, it's the spice. Okay. I just bit a bunch to get the candy flavor. That's good. I think it's too spicy for me. It very much tastes like a watermelon popsicle, but then plus a bunch of spice. What do you got, Kevin?
I've got Tohato caramel corn, which is a small bag of soft but crispy corn puffs with a delightful caramel flavor that will melt in your mouth.
So it's like a caramel Cheeto.
I think so. Let me pop this open.
I'm chewing while talking to make it impossible to edit.
Okay. Well, the chewing's not coming through to me, so I think we're safe here.
Thanks,
okay.
Skype.
So they're like sort of like rainbow shaped things.
That's like a Cheetos puff curl looking thing.
Yeah. All right. Let me.
Kevin's chewing. He's chewing and he's nodding.
Okay. So it's like a crispy shell on the outside and sweet corn, really sweet corn in the middle, with a caramel taste on the outside. Like, I think one of the differences for Japanese snacks is they go for a lot of sweet corn where we don't. We go for like tortilla kind of corn flavors. And this is very sweet, like corn on the cob sweet corn flavor.
Yeah.
Made more sweet with the caramel coating on the outside. It's good. But it just feels like eating sugar.
Yeah. I mean, sweet corn is a great flavor. That seems like it maybe goes a little too far, but I've made this corn puree where you basically just cut corn off the cob and then blend it in a blender. And you add like salt and butter and some Parmesan cheese and sugar, I think. And it mostly just tastes so sweet and so corny. That's like the main flavor. It's like super, super intense corn flavor. And boy, howdy, is it good. Because corn is very sweet. I mean, you can make soda out of that stuff. And people do, you know?
I've heard that, yeah.
So how many were in that package? That was like a tiny package.
I want to say maybe 10 to 12 in this.
Oh. For some reason, I thought there was just one in that package. I thought it was just one thing.
I don't know if you can say there's a few in there.
I can see 5, and that just looks like the top layer.
Yeah.
So
there's probably another layer underneath that. So I'd say about 10 to 12. Yeah.
Yeah. I got more of the peanuts. Did you send this one beaver nuggets?
No, that was
caramel.
No, that's a Buc-ee's thing though.
So this guy sent me Buc-ee's stuff, huh?
Yes, I think that everything in that box, other than what I added, was Buc-ee's.
Okay. Uniquely delicious, light and crispy corn puffs covered with a decadent caramel and bold sea salt coating. So that's basically like what you got, but American.
Okay.
They kind of look like popcorn shapes, but they're puff corn, so it's probably very similar. Yeah, this is kind of like if Pirate's Booty was caramel corn.
Okay.
Pretty good. I would eat this whole thing. I've been having a real struggle with my weight lately. So I think I got to stop there. But boy, those are real good. That's a problem. Sweet and salty beaver nuggets, sea salted caramel beaver nuggets. And the salt is good too. There's like a good amount of salt, but you know, boy, that's so good. Very buttery too. What do you got?
Okay. So this has a very interesting design package here. There's people just doing stuff on it. Like there's a guy that looks like he's climbing up a tree to harvest something from it. I don't know. He's climbing a tree. He's doing something.
Yeah, it looks like he's grabbing stuff off the tree leaves.
Right. And then these people are making, one guy's got like a hammer.
That's like a mochi hammer. That's like some mochi pounding action.
So these are rice balls.
Yeah, so probably mochi.
Fluffy rice crackers.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, wait. So hold on. I'm not reading the wrong one. These are rice crackers, flavored, lightly salted, crunchy snacks, and a peanut.
And a peanut.
I don't know if there's just one peanut in the bag or if there's a peanut inside each piece.
That would be amazing if it was like 3 of these rice crackers and 1 peanut. And they're just like loose in the bag.
Okay, so I'm opening the entire thing. I do not see a loose peanut anywhere in there.
Damn.
But they look like these like weird geometric shapes. Every one of them's like a slightly different. Oh, I just spilled them. Every one of them's just like a slightly different shape.
That looks like it could be surrounding a peanut.
There is no peanut inside.
God damn it.
I don't know where the peanut is. Let me just break. No,
you said you still spilled some of it. Maybe you spilled the peanut.
I've emptied the whole bag out of my desk now. There is no peanut anywhere in this, and I don't taste any peanut.
Damn.
I'm a little confused.
We've been had.
I might have to use like Google Translate on this package to see what the ingredients actually are, if the peanut thing is right or a mistranslation or something.
Yeah. Oh boy. We could just keep going through snacks, but I feel like we're hitting the what do you call it? Diminishing returns. Let me just do one more. You have one more you could do?
Yeah, I'll grab one more.
Okay, this is Limon 7 Paleta. So that's like a lollipop of Limon 7. Now, Limon 7 is like a lime salt It's I remember in middle school, people would have Limon 7. They're just these little packets about like the size of like a condom wrapper or something. And they just had like just lime salt in it. And, some of the kids used to really like them. I think there's an extent to which it was kind of like a dare food because they just truly were salt. And I remember I snorted some up my nose one time. Boy, howdy, it burned like the Dickens, Kevin. The whole Dickens himself. Charles.
Really?
Yeah. It burned like Charles. I can't get this wrapper open. It's sticky. This shit's sticky, apparently, and it's sticking the wrapper closed. I wonder how sticky it was originally. So you said this is all from Buc-ee's? So Buc-ee's does a lot of this Mexican stuff, or is it not? Oh, okay.
They make their own tortillas inside each Buc-ee's.
This stuff doesn't have Buc-ee's branding, though. It just has like Mexican candy.
Yeah. I don't know that all of that came from Buc-ee's, but it would not surprise me if it did.
Okay. So it's mostly tasting salty. It's not as salty as Limon 7. Because it's not just like a packet of salt. It's very salty. I'm biting into it. The inside is just like a cheap like dentist prize candy. You know how like some dentists have like a treasure chest of prizes? It's like one of those shitty green lollipops. Maybe not dentists. What other places have prizes?
I don't know. I always remember as a kid we went through like the drive-through at the bank, and they would always give me the worst lollipops, but I still got excited about it.
Yeah, it's kind of that kind of lime. Okay. What do you got, Kevin? I'm going to go off screen and try and pick up this sticky wrapper before it fuses my carpet.
All right. I have these things here, and let me read so it's 3 dumpling-shaped pieces of candy, each, so that the wrapper kind of like puts a face on each one a little bit.
It kind of looks like dango.
That is what it is. So it's a mix of Japanese daifuku, jelly, and powdered juice in 3 delicious, colorful dango dumplings. And the flavor profile is sticky and sweet.
Daifuku.
Daifuku.
Daifuku might be a red bean based thing.
Okay, so this is what they look like inside here.
They kind of look like traffic lights.
Yeah, it's a pink, a white, and a green one. Let me go. They're extremely soft and squishy. I mean, it's got powdered sugar on the outside that's very, very soft feeling.
Yeah, I think they're technically different than mochi, but they're not unlike mochi.
Yeah. Okay, let me have a little taste here.
Kevin's chewing. He's nodding. He seems pleased.
Okay. Yes, it's sweet, but not overpoweringly sweet. It almost has this kind of rosewater flavor to it a little bit. Like it's fruity, but it's very subtle and very almost perfumey, fragrant to it.
Yeah, maybe sakura flavored.
It's sweet. The sugar is like sticking to my fingers. It's like super fine powdered sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But I like these. I like these a lot. But I have a feeling like this would get stale incredibly quickly and hard as a rock.
Oh, I wonder.
Because nothing is this soft naturally. This is like a pillow.
Yeah, that's cool. Very soft. Dango is I don't know. How do I put this? In Pokemon Red and Blue, the 8th gym is in Viridian City. And the badge you get from beating the 8th gym looks like a dango with the 3 different colored balls. That's all.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Daifuku literally means great luck. It's a wagashi, a type of Japanese confection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so sweetened red bean paste. It's often served with green tea. That does sound like that would be good with that. And the most common are white, pale green, or pink. Yeah.
And wagashi are a traditional Japanese confectionery typically made using plant-based ingredients with an emphasis on seasonality. Plant-based ingredients. I wonder which ones.
Yeah. So it says here it's coated in like rice flour or cornstarch. This is definitely sugar, not any of those. This is definitely sugar. I just like. tasting it, but
That's interesting.
yeah, it's good though. It's really good.
I wonder how to make wagashi. I wish I could make them. They look good in the picture. Okay, now the last thing, Kevin. I know I said that that's the last, but 7-Up has a endless summer flavor, watermelon and strawberry flavored soda. I've had the zero sugar one. It was not good. 7-Eleven or 7-Up has bad zero sugar versions. It's worse than like Sierra Mist or I guess Starry now. It's worse than Sprite. Sprite Zero is fucking good, but it smells good. It smells strawberry watermelony. I don't know. I feel like it's just not going to be good. I don't know.
Thanks for sipping.
Yeah, I mean, I've had other candy. This, to me, just tastes like fucking Sprite or 7-Up with like the slightest scent note of watermelon, but it does not. It almost tastes more watery than watermelony somehow, which that's not good.
I don't know. I feel like for most candies, we've just accepted this flavor that has nothing to do with watermelon that we just call watermelon candy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like banana, I understand how that happened because there used to be a more dominant species of banana, and that's what our banana candies taste like.
Right.
I get that. But there's a backstory that at least makes sense. I'll accept that. But
Yeah.
watermelon, most of it just does not taste like watermelon. Like grape soda does not taste like grapes, really, I don't think, most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we accept this from our food manufacturers. We should demand better from them.
Yeah. So Cavendish. Oh no, Cavendish are the new bananas.
Yeah, it's
The
Michael.
Gros Michel are the old ones. You know, Jeff planted 2 Gros Michel banana trees in his backyard. They're like 9 feet tall at this point.
Okay.
I think it'll take a while for them to fruit if they survive, because you know they are subject to whatever rot or fungus took them out. But he might have some. Then we could try those. That could be good. But
and he did have his, what was it, Ron Jeremy story he told about the banana on the shoulder?
no, this is the other Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, this is my friend Jeff. But yeah. So ultimately, the 7-Up, not good. Very disappointing. You would want, I mean, watermelon strawberry, that's a slam dunk. You know, how you can't just deliver on that. Come on. What are we doing? But yeah. Well, we could end early, but this says 10 minutes left. And you got to imagine there's something we could do to
Are there any emails?
get there to the end. I don't know. So, nope. Cut that out, Kevin. I've done that before. At least we're not live. Email us thathappenspod@gmail.com. We went through all the emails. Right now we only have one email, and it's by Dave. The subject is now we are caught up on emails, so we need you to send us more emails. Spencer, you're a good guy. I've been a fan since you first confessed to having a D20 in your pocket. I didn't have a D20 in my pocket. I even came all the way from the Midwest to LA once to see you at a show at Nerd Melt, but as cruel fate dictated, you were sick. Dan and Jeff were hungover and struggled to carry the essence of the town without you. Anyway, just listen to Jigglypuff's Got a Knife. If you need farm fresh eggs for your egg mayo experiment, let me know. My wife has chickens, which means I have chickens. We don't sell our eggs, we just share them. I don't know what it would take to get them to you from Utah NE. That's Nebraska, right? But if you guys go on that road trip, you could pick them up and we'd be happy to make the place hospitable for you if you needed a waypoint for the night. Also, a technical item for the show that Kevin might find interesting. Apple Podcast never notifies me of your new episodes. I have to remember to check in the old-fashioned way by literally planning and remembering, as opposed to this weird economy of reaction that we're currently swirling around in. My settings for that happens are the same as the other podcasts I subscribe to, but nope, Apple wants to push shows they think I would like more than your new episodes. I believe there is evil afoot. Keep being a good guy, the real Dave Malloy, and not ethereal Dave Malloy. Jesus Christ is Lord. That's in a different color, and it almost reads like that's maybe the email signature. You know how you can like add a. So I wonder if that's the email signature that's on all of this guy's emails, or if this is just that's just what he thought would be good to write there. It raises all sorts of interesting questions. Dave Malloy is a name I vaguely recognize. You know, you see so many online names in so many permutations that I don't know. Like I could just be making this up. You know, some classic deja vu. But I feel like I maybe have seen Dave Malloy on Twitter liking some of my tweets ages ago. But I don't know. Who knows?
That
But
name
thanks,
sounded
Dave.
familiar too, but like
Yeah.
then I realized I was thinking of Dave Portnoy, the Barstool Sports guy.
Right, yeah, this guy's the guy that offered to send his anti-Semitic employees to fucking Auschwitz. I don't know. I haven't been following that saga. Have you followed that saga?
Every time I've looked into that guy, I've not liked it, so I've just avoided learning more about him.
Yeah, two of his employees like had quote unquote anti-Semitic incidents or something, and he said that he was going to send them to Auschwitz for an education on what the Jews went through or something. I love to save the Jews, but then he withdrew that. I don't know if he did it because people were mad at him, or he did it because I think the people who did it said that this isn't their fault, like they were set up or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I don't know who these employees are. I don't know anything about the situation. But that's not going to stop me from acting like I know better than everyone else in this situation. If I had employees that were involved in a situation like this, my thought would not be, hey, I'm going to spend thousands of dollars on these people's behalf. You know? Like, how is that good? Like, oh, I'm the kind of guy who would donate thousands of dollars to anti-Semites because I don't like anti-Semitism. Like, come on. You're going to fund a fucking vacation? Sure, they have to go on a field trip, but I mean, what are we doing? Like, you can't be doing that. That's not like, oh, wow, what a way to take a stand is donating a life-changing amount of money to a bunch of fucking Nazis in the hopes that their heart will grow 3 sizes one day. You know, like, I don't know what we're doing. Dave Portnoy, you're officially on notice.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was just saying, going back to the email, the only reason I'm aware of that Apple Podcasts will not notify you of a new episode, not to call you out, Dave, but if you've given a podcast a bad rating and it thinks you hate listening to it, it will stop notifying you of new episodes. That's the only reason I know of that it stops notifying you.
Well, now we got to look at the podcast ratings and see how many 1-star reviews we have.
Yeah, Dave, we're going to find, Spencer's looking at his phone right now, so if there's a...
That's where I heard Dave Malloy before.
Yeah.
It was in the fucking 1-star review. I have you on a wall that I throw knives at.
Yeah, I don't know.
How do you even look at... do you have to go on iTunes? How do you look at reviews?
You click on the star rating that it shows you, and then it takes you somewhere.
I'm clicking, my man. Maybe you have to be on the computer.
All right, I'm pulling it up right now, and if I see Dave's name here, we're gonna have a problem. All right, so that happens. Show.
Dave. Why you got to do us like this, Dave?
Okay, so ratings and reviews. There are some really great ones. A guy named Chucklebunker said that there are no bad episodes. Jeff ages like gas station wine. Spencer ages like a Wizard Woods schooner.
A what?
A Wizard Woods schooner.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so I don't know what your nickname is on Apple Podcasts, Dave, but I feel like we're gonna find one of the bad ones.
Yeah, I wonder, do we have any 1-star reviews?
There are a few with 381 reviews, but we have a 4.8 out of 5. Like, we should be at the near the top of Apple Podcasts with this.
No, we shouldn't. There's podcasts that are like actually popular.
I mean, the only negative one I see so far is a 2-star one from Clyde, who says, "I wish they'd play D&D. For a show that bills itself about being D&D, I'd say it's about 20% D&D, 50% talking about Mountain Dew, and 30% whining about politics." That's
20%?
That's pretty on.
When was this review?
A year ago.
A year ago? This guy could not get out of the starter gates.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you got to start, at the beginning, even if you want to catch up. I bet that guy did not catch up. I think he probably fell off. I'm going to wager he fell off before Jeff quit. Did Jeff quit?
Well, actually, okay,
Oh
one of the
God.
1-star reviews is, "I'm sorry, I can't handle Jeff anymore."
Hey,
So,
I got good news. We got to find that guy, call him up.
Ahilio, if you're still watching this, please,
Modify your review.
yes.
Well, Jeff's gone.
Well, just come
5
back,
stars.
give us another chance. Maybe it's better now.
Yeah, Ahilio, if you're still listening to this, give this podcast that you're still listening to another chance.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just going ham on these snacks. I don't know what the mics are picking up. Have you been hearing me
Okay,
crunching?
No, none of it. There's another
God.
1-star. It's a 1-star review. 1 star from Bluevy, who calls the show super duper and no tangent podcast gold. But that's still 1 star.
Well,
Oh.
maybe he had a typo.
The lack of verbally fornicating with your mother is a slight disappointment, though.
Yeah, that might be a mistake, I guess.
Maybe that's worth losing 4 stars over.
A bit of a disappointment.
Yeah. Anyway,
These-
never
these
read
beaver
reviews of
nuggets
something
are
you've
so
made,
good.
guys. Like, if you ever make something, throughout my weird career, I've had several things that end up in the media and get reviewed and stuff. I never read reviews of anything you work on because there's just nothing good that comes from that ever.
Yeah, and don't check the Reddit. These beaver nuggets are so good. I can't be eating all these. Read. Try and find a 5-star review that's backhanded in some way.
All right, let's see. Okay, 5 stars. The title is Fishy. Love the podcast, but some of these reviews seem a little Spencery.
I wonder if that's serious. Do you think that person actually thinks that, or he's doing like a bit?
I don't know. I don't feel like anyone who has encountered you for more than a few minutes would feel like you would go on and oh, okay. The one just that was immediately before him was from Spevin Crittenday. I'm not making this up. Spevin Crittenday. Spencer and Kevin are amazing. I don't know why the guy who made Teen Wolf is given credit for hosting when he doesn't even show up. Okay, that is me. I'm sorry. That one was me.
You left that one?
No, I didn't. I wish I did.
I mean, if that guy was doing a joke, first of all, I guess based on that one, I can imagine someone seeing that and being like, "Oh, I wonder if one of us did that." But also, if it's a meta joke on that, the fact that it was Spevin Crinday, and that also does seem like it could have been one of us. I get if he's genuinely thinks that. So, you've been redeemed, sir. No insults. You got any other things that we should be pissed off about in the reviews? Do you want to prove why we shouldn't be doing the reviews?
No, I mean, most of them are surprisingly sweet and touching. I sent you a screenshot of one today, actually, from Pink Satin. I don't know. He's got all the gibberish over top of his letter, but I think it says Pink Satin, where he comments on, she, I'm not really sure, comments on every single episode that we do on Spotify, not on Apple Podcasts. And today's was Kevin leaves his office with a smile on his face, and Ariel sees this as he comes over to cuddle on the couch and finish watching his wife's favorite show with her. I love that the podcast makes you happy, she says, smiling sleepily, and I love you. Kevin replies as his eyes sparkle with deep affection. That was a comment on the last episode.
Well, you know, I guess we're rewarding you for for being creepy. So
I don't know if it's creepy. I mean,
if you want to be creepy, we'll reward you. Get in touch. Throw a brick through our window.
Yeah. Well, okay. Pink. I think it says pink satin. I can't tell with all the gibberish over it, but pink satin. You should email us and explain your motivation behind these. That was a very sweet comment, and I would just love to hear where that came from. What we said that inspired that.
You think he's an AI?
Maybe it might be Ariel actually trying to remind me to come, get off my computer and come to bed. Yeah.
She's playing Blueprints. All right. That's enough. Sorry, you guys. We'll be back. I was planning to record on Sunday, but maybe by Sunday I'll actually have something to talk about. But that would have come out before this one. So don't you worry about that. What episode could he have been talking about? It must be one of those bad ones we've been listening to. All right, folks. One thing I've been thinking is that I talk too fast. I think I talk too fast anyway, but I think listening to podcasts at double speed has got me into a mode of trying to talk faster than is natural. And I think slowing down can make me talk better and more interesting. I think Brennan Lee Mulligan. Did you like that interview, guys? I think when we interviewed him, he kind of was talking more slowly and deliberately. And I wonder if that's part of why he can come up with such amazing things to say all the time. Is because he's kind of slowing down and taking his time to kind of say the coolest, best stuff. That guy's great. I bought some books that he recommended. So take that.
It's going to be even more confusing if that episode still has not come out by the time this airs.
It better have. That one definitely has to come out before this one. Are you kidding me? The people will be rioting in the streets. Can you imagine if people were rioting in the streets because of anything that happened in any relation to this podcast?
We would have to really screw something up badly, but yeah.
Or do something really right. Anyway. As always, we like to end the show the same way we do every week. So, until next time. I'm RFK Jr. I'm doing health. Remember to eat cigarette butts. We're putting cigarette butts into the water supply to replace all the fluorides. You need the cigarette butts. My grandpa, he was full of rage and troll hair from the jeweled troll dolls. What were those things called? Treasure troll dolls. He was full of that hair. His body burst into flames. That's what's going to happen. We're going to make America burst into flames again. It'll be the red, white, and blue land of our dreams. And what's crazy is the way I am talking is more normal than the way RFK Jr. actually talks. And people listen to him. Goodbye.